Morning. Monday morning. I'm starting to like my Mondays. It's the day after Mother's Day. I delivered flowers Saturday, so that's always kind of nice. It's always fun to go and deliver flowers and brighten up somebody's day. My wife's a florist, part-time anyway. So there's breakfast. We got French toast, whatever was left over, scrambled up for eggs. Coffee, of course, and my orange juice, and I already had my banana. So, I'll get back with you when I'm done, and we'll have a little chat. Well, bye. I'm back. I had my breakfast, and there's some kind of project going on out in the street, so I am down in my basement after breakfast. Sorry about that. It's really loud upstairs, so we're down here. The target in front of you, I went to the range again with the Beretta and took an actual sight-in target and sighted in at 25 feet. Which I know, take that back. It was 30 feet. It's 10 yards. And I wanted to get my sights dialed in. Some of the shots are my error. There's only 9 here. This was my first target. There's only 9 rounds. Yes, this is my Smith & Wesson knife. Probably shouldn't be using it for a pointer. Cleaning rod. There's 9 rounds here. Don't know where the 10th one went. I'm assuming over here somewhere. This was the second target I shot. And there's only 9 there. I don't know where the 10th one went. There might have been a double hole. But I can't be sure of that. Had to spit, sorry. Yes, I do chew snuff. So then this was my third shot, and all 10 rounds are there. They're just little tweaks on my sights. This one, we came down a little, and I came down just a little too far, I think, here. And went back up, and I went back up too far. But this is all offhand. I'm not shooting from a rest. This is my 4th target. I had one flyer here. That was my fault on the second target. This is my 4th target. They're all right here. That's roughly 3-inch area. The grid on this was inches. So this is roughly all my rounds. I got one up here. But if I sat and measured it, it's all about a 3-inch grouping. Over here is the last target, and I think this is where the sights are staying. Excuse me. Well, that orange juice coming back. But this came out really nice. It's a nice, I think, a really good group. We're all within about 2.5 inches. And I'm pretty happy with that offhand. And I haven't experimented with ammo or anything yet. This is all just Remington golden bullets. So I'm pretty happy with that. Should do a cleaning video. I've shot it twice already, and I've not been happy with it either the time. The one time went way long because I went into way more detail than I probably should have. So be looking for the cleaning video. My Smith & Wesson knife, I'm very happy with it. Sorry, Guy Smiley was going to come join me today, but he was unable to do so, has a medical appointment that he needed to go to, but that's okay. He's still doing very well. So, that's the Smith & Wesson. I really like it. I never have been a fan of serrated blades, where they serrate the back part of the blade here. Never been a fan of that. I like the straight blade. Those serrated blades do have a place, though. The other knife that I had that I did a review on along with this was the Sheffield. And I gave that to Guy Smiley to test out for a while, and well, gave it to him to keep it, so he needed something for EDC. So he's got that. He's been using it for everything. He was, when I talked to him last night, he was eating a steak with it. So, you know, what more can you ask for? He loves it. Said it's just a fantastic knife. He hasn't even sharpened it yet. So that kind of says a lot for it, because I know he's using it hard. I don't use it nearly as hard as most people do. It's a knife. I carry it. It's something to have in my pocket when I need it. And since I lost my little buck, I've been carrying that a lot more. Guy Smiley's knife and sheath. I took the handle apart, restacked everything, tightened up the tang a bit. It's not as tight as I'd like it, but it is a stacked leather washer handle, and it's going to have some give to it. Polished her up a bit on, I don't know how well you can see this. The pommel was all just, it was a hex shape, just like a big nut, a big hex. But I noticed when I grabbed it, given my fat hands, my hands were hitting the sharp points. These points were also down here. So what I did is I kind of contoured this a little bit. I don't know how well you can tell. But I just took and I kind of contoured it a little bit. And I polished it up a bit and stuff. When I put the pommel back on, it was press fit in there. It was just a press and then peened over. So it was actually really easy to take off. My welding skills kind of suck, but I don't know how well you can tell. I beat that pommel back on there, and then I welded it. It is never, ever going to come off again. The sheath came out fantastic. I like it. The only thing that I didn't like about it is I spilled that rubber cement on it right up here. And it is noticeable. Guy doesn't care. It came out nice. I'm kind of wishing I would have done a little more video on making the sheath. The snaps are really strong. Aside from my little screw up with them, the knife is a perfect fit, which is exactly how I made it. It was supposed to be a perfect fit. The fire steel and magnesium. This is just, I picked this up at Walmart. It's Coleman. It ain't anything special. It works. That's really all that matters. My wife wants one now so she can practice fire starting. So I'm going to get her one. Well, that's where that came out. So I'm pretty pleased. I'm going to do some video on my Ballaster Molina. I've reassembled it at this point. I'm just not happy with the bluing on it. I think it's probably got something to do with the Argentine steel maybe, because the first time it didn't come out great either, and I used a different bluing solution this time, and it really didn't come out good, which I don't think is my skills, because I've done other guns and they've come out great with the same bluing solution. It is kind of chilly in my basement, and maybe I should have warmed it. So I may try that, I may not, I don't know. I put it back together, I just want to shoot the thing, I love it. Other than that, that's pretty much our update. As far as, I know we've been talking a lot about the stuff hitting the fan. I'm kind of concentrating on firearms right now, because it's that time of year. USPSA starts for me tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to that. The Beretta's clear. The magazine is sitting here in case anybody can't tell. Slides locked back. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. This year I am taking my my Sigma for my first night out, and we'll see how it does, how it performs. If it doesn't perform well enough for me, I'm back to the Ballester Molina because I know how that's going to perform. I shot that all last year for USPSA and I loved it. It was great until I can get another 45. That's the way it's going to be. I'm going to be doing some reloading this afternoon. And what I'm going to be reloading are these. I'm going to load up my samples. These are really lightweight. They are tumble lubed, 102 grain, 9mm. They're sized to 356. I worked a trade with a guy and he was more than generous with the bullets. I'm guessing there's at least 5, maybe 600 here. He said he was going to throw in a few extras for me, so I think he threw in a lot of extras. After I get those loaded, I have some novelty bullets that are really cool. I don't know how well you're going to see these. I'll throw in a couple of pictures at the end here. These are cool. This one will screw its way right in. This one's got a cross tip. I don't know how well you can see any of this. Some others here that I'm not going to be loading are pretty cool, but I'll have some pictures up. A lot of 45 projectiles here. The screw, the button head, which is much like a carriage bolt. They're really cool. I don't know, what the ballistics are on them or anything, but I'm going to accuracy test them. They were given to me, and the guy was great about it. And it's just been, I've had them for a couple of months now, I think, and the weather has just been very prohibitive, and with moving and everything else going on, I just haven't had a chance to get them loaded up. So that's my project for today, is to get some loading done, and I don't know if time permits and weather is cooperating, I'll get to the range with them. They should be a lot of fun to shoot. I do have to weigh them, so I know what the weights are before I load them. I will be using unique powder with them, and I'm going to try to use all Federal cases so that I can get a good idea here. What do I have? I have some Federal large pistol primers that I'm going to use. So we'll see. Unique powder, Federal cases, Federal primers, cool bullets. We'll see what we can do. It should be a lot of fun. I will be using my Molina because I know where it shoots and I'm real familiar with it, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. I'm going to get my reloading stuff ready to go because I need to get some stuff loaded up for USPSA. And we'll get back with you later. Have a great day, stay safe, and God bless.